Today we're in Verkin, Utah, a small town that's northeast of St. George. And we're going to be talking about kind of the lay of the land, let you see what it looks like here, talk about the hot springs and what brings visitors to this area. Hi, I'm Shari Harris with Fathom Realty, and today we're in Verkin, Utah. And like I said, it's northeast, more east than north of St. George. If you were coming here from St. George, you would take I-15 and take the Hurricane exit to get here. If you were coming from the north on I-15, you would take the Toquerville or State Road 17 exit to get here. It's kind of right there squished between Toquerville and Hurricane. You really, other than the signs, wouldn't know that you had just passed from one city to the other. One thing that brings like so many people passing through here on State Road 17 is Zion National Park, Lake Powell, and the Grand Canyon. And so if they're coming from the north, they are going to take that State Road 17 exit at Toquerville, and that will lead them into Verkin. And they're right now working on like bypass in Toquerville that will shoot out onto State Road 17 right there at the Verkin, Toquerville kind of borders of the cities. And so the people will still be driving through Verkin. They'll only be skipping driving through downtown Toquerville. And so you'll see in Verkin along State Road 17 a lot of businesses that are, a lot of them are kind of geared towards tourists, little shops and restaurants. So you do find that there is a variety of businesses here. Not like your big businesses you'd get from a big city. Verkin's population isn't even at 5,000 right now, but it is growing. And you will also see that as you get where you would turn off to head towards Zion onto, I think it's Highway 9, there's a big like RV park there and hotels, more hotels being built. So it's only 25-ish, 30 minutes from Zion National Park. And so sometimes the near hotels and everything will be full. Like during the pandemic, we saw how our state and national parks were just filled to capacity with people. And so we now find that a lot of people will stay here to just kind of lower costs to stay here. And sometimes there's just not room for them there. So that brings a lot of people staying here. Also, some people who work at Zion National Park or the businesses there can't actually afford to live there. Springdale is very, very expensive. And so a lot of the workers actually live here in Verkin or the neighboring town of Hurricane. So if you don't mind being like you're kind of far off from like Walmart. I kind of laugh when I say that because Walmart is actually only like 13 minutes from here in Hurricane. So you're really not that far away. If you need like hospital, that's going to be in St. George, 25-ish minutes away. They have some local doctors here or in Hurricane, and like nightlife, entertainment, you're not gonna find tons here, but you're gonna find a lot of outdoor recreation and absolute beauty. And like the trails, there are so many hiking trails. I've discovered so many trailheads as we've been going around today. So as you drive around Verkin, you will see that there are some newer subdivisions, some not so new, but that are really nice, fancy, beautiful million-dollar homes. And then you're going to find kind of your average homes, and then you'll find a lot of like areas that have like manufactured homes, and they're kind of intermixed all over. I was out here showing a client, they wanted like $1 million home with views. And to get to this $1 million home, we had to go through what was kind of resembled a trailer park. It was kind of a mixture of mobile manufactured homes and tiny stick built. And we had to go through that to get to the $1 million home. And so you'll find that throughout, that it's all just kind of intermixed everywhere. And some people love that. Some aren't big fans. You'll see that there's a lot of these neighborhoods with no HOA, which can make some people super happy. And there's pros and cons to HOAs because they can help you keep the value of your home, because all the neighbors are expected to keep up the appearances of their yard, taking care of their yard. And so that can help with your home value. Whereas you will see sometimes here you'll have a nicely manicured, well taken care of home, and then next door they have a bunch of cars parked on their lawn. And so it's kind of a mixture. So some love it, some hate it. So I was looking to see like how many homes are actually on the market here right now, and 15 homes came up, and they were ranging from a $430,000 townhome that was 2,500 square feet up to an $895,000 vacation home that vacation rental home that has 6 bedrooms and was just under 3,000 square feet. And then everywhere kind of there in between, a lot in the 500, 600. Verkin being so small means there's not tons of job opportunities right here. Like I said, some are working at Zion National Park, or the business is there, or they run their own business here. We have some that are driving, to Hurricane or St. George, or working from home. So, but you're not gonna find a lot of like high-paying job opportunities right here in Verkin. I also wanted to talk about the schools here. So they do have an elementary school here, but once your kid gets a little bit older, they're gonna have to go to Hurricane, not too far, probably be bused, but they'll have there's an intermediate school, middle school, and high school in Hurricane. And so they'd all go there. It's Washington County School District. So all the schools are somewhat similar when you're coming from the same school district. I think it kind of helps keep a lot of our schools a little more even. I know I've lived in areas where one school district was way better than the other, and you could just feel that. And so I feel like that really helps keep our schools all really great for the kids. Something kind of big coming to the Verkin area is the Zion Canyon Hot Springs. And not that the hot springs are new, they've been around for a long time, and the early settlers and the Indians said they had healing powers. So they've been here for a long time, but they've been closed for like a decade. I heard it was due to kind of private right ownership going on, and the cliffs with the rock falling, maybe it was a little dangerous. So anyway, they've been closed for a long time, but they have now been bought by a private company who is going to do this great big resort. And some people love this idea and some hate it. Some wanted the springs kind of reopened and the locals to just enjoy and it not be this I don't know how expensive it's going to be. Some are afraid it's going to be super expensive and not something that the locals enjoy, only the visitors. Now, when reading about the hot springs, I was pretty amazed and definitely want to go check this out. So they say there's going to be a total of 53 bodies of water featuring 32 natural hot spring pools, 16 World Springs inspired pools, 3 barrel saunas, 3 cold dip pools, a large freshwater pool and whirlpool. And they'll kind of separate it out for like family areas and only adult areas. So the resort will pump 2,000 gallons a minute from the hot springs, and the water's gonna flow through the outdoor pools and then be returned to the Virgin River. And they're not gonna be adding a bunch of chemicals. There'll be a filter to like catch any loose debris. But so they're like, visitors, make sure they're going to want all the visitors to shower and stuff, but the water isn't going to be filled with chemicals. And if you've ever been to hot springs, there's that kind of rotten egg smell. Evidently, something exists that can nullify the scent. So I don't know how they do it, but I'm grateful they can do that. Another cool thing is the general manager of the Washington County Water Conservative District was talking about the only real change to the water will be that it's cooler when it re-enters the river, which will actually be helpful for the fish because sometimes the water was so hot from the hot springs that it was bad for the fish. So I'm grateful they're gonna kind of be wise with how they use the water. So it's currently closed, under construction. It's gonna be a while before it's open, but I will definitely be doing a video when it opens to show what it's all about. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you want to know more about St. George and the surrounding cities, make sure to subscribe, tap the bell for notifications, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. So all my contact information is below. I'll talk to you soon.